Just 1 week ago, when the clock struck midnight on January 1st, 2025, we all heard dozens of fireworks and wished each other a happy and healthy new year. However, just 25 miles from our home in New Orleans, Louisiana, at 3:15 a.m., a monster took the lives of 14 people and injured several more. Why? Why did this happen? But more importantly, who were the lives that he took? Let's find out right now. Wicked Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carencro, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and you're ready to hear a true story with yours truly. And as always, I want to know, are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Remember, just a quick 20-30 minute walk, especially first thing in the morning, get those endorphins up, and you are going to have an amazing, wonderful day, I promise you. And I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a happy new year. And I know I missed y'all so much. I took a couple of weeks off to spend time with friends and family for Christmas. And the first thing I want to do is wish Elvis Presley a very happy birthday. I have my Elvis Presley sweatshirt on. He would have been 90 years old today. His birthday is January 8th, 1935. So happy birthday, Elvis Presley. And let's get on with this video. Just 1 week ago, on January 1st, 2025, we celebrated New Year's. We were all hearing dozens of fireworks, loving the people that we are around, and just wishing everyone a happy and healthy New Year. And in New Orleans, Louisiana, people celebrated with good food, good music, and the best entertainment. New Orleans, Louisiana is a great place to party, a great place to see, and everyone loves being in New Orleans, especially on Bourbon Street. Then out of nowhere, while people are celebrating, at 3:15 a.m., a 42-year-old Texas native by the name of Shamsud Din-Jabbar rounded the corner on Bourbon Street, going as fast as he can, striking dozens of people, killing 14 people. Then he gets out of his vehicle and starts shooting. But today, I don't want to talk about this monster, this man that took the lives of 14 people, took the lives of mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, cousins, brothers, sisters. Today, I'm going to talk about each person that lost their life that day, because today we are going to concentrate on the people that were sadly taken away from us just 1 week ago today on January 1st, 2025. A young man lost his life on January 1st, 2025. Yes, 18-year-old Baton Rouge native Kareem Badaldi. He was a 2024 graduate of Episcopal High School in Baton Rouge. He was currently a freshman at the University of Alabama. He loved being there with his best friend, Ethan. They were roommates, pledged Sigma Chi, and made 4.0 GPA in their first semester at the University of Alabama. Kareem loved going to the gym. Kareem is described by not having a mean bone in his body. He was known as a positive young man. His friends say he always did what was asked of him. He was so intelligent that he already had a job offer in engineering after he graduated. On New Year's Eve night, Kareem and football teammates from Episcopal High School decided to celebrate together, reunite, and share stories of their first semester. Around 3:15, that all ended when Kareem's life was sadly taken. Kareem's friends got a tattoo that reads KB112025. They all say now they have Kareem with them forever. How sad, y'all. How incredibly sad. This young man was only 18 years old, just started his life in college, had his whole life ahead of him. So intelligent that he already had a job offer. He was only a freshman in college. mean, you could just see how smart he was. He was a phenomenal football player in high school, at the Episcopal School. He was just a wonderful young man, celebrating New Year's with all of his friends from back home in Baton Rouge. And sadly, his life was taken. My heart goes out to his parents and his family and friends. I know that Kareem is looking down on you now and loving each and every one of you. Another person that sadly lost their life that night was from Lafayette, Louisiana. And as y'all all know, I'm from Carencro, Louisiana, which is about 3 minutes from Lafayette. And his name was Tiger Besh. Tiger was born on January 28, 1997 in Lafayette, Louisiana, to his parents, Martin and Michelle Besh. He had 2 sisters and 1 brother. Tiger is a 2015 graduate of St. Thomas More High School in Lafayette, Louisiana, where he played football. He then went to Princeton University, where he was a wide receiver and punt return specialist. He received numerous All-Ivy honors. He graduated from Princeton in 2021. Tiger then moved to New York. He began his dream job in finance as an analyst at the Wall Street firm. His favorite thing to do was play football. Tiger couldn't wait to celebrate New Year's with his friends. But sadly, Tiger Besh's life ended on January 1st, 2025. This is heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. He went to Princeton, honors, working in New York, Wall Street. Only 27 years old, y'all. 27 years old. Another young man that had his whole life ahead of him. Ended in a flash. Ended. And my heart goes out to his parents and his family and friends. I am praying for all of you. And just know that Tiger is looking down on y'all and loves each and every one of you. Another young man sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was Andrew Drew Dolphin. Andrew was born on March 9th, 1998 in Montgomery, Alabama, to his parents, Jerry and Margaret. He is a 2016 graduate of Alabama Christian Academy, where he played baseball. In 2023, he graduated from Auburn University with a bachelor's degree in industrial and systems engineering. While in college, Drew worked at the university's radio frequency identification lab. Friends say he was an excellent co-worker and always brought a positive attitude. Following graduation, Drew worked as a supplier process engineer at American Honda Motor Company in Alabama. It was said that night that Drew was there attending a concert. He was only 26 years old when he lost his life. He had his whole life ahead of him. And I pray for his parents and his family and friends. And I know that Drew is looking down on all of you. A young lady lost her life on January 1st, 2025. 18-year-old Mississippi native Nakira Didu. Nakira was born on June 13th, 2006 in Mississippi to her parents Nicholas and Melissa. She had 4 sisters and 2 brothers. She was happy, loving, and extremely friendly. She was a 2024 proud graduate of Harrison Central High School, where she was an honor student. She loved traveling, spending time with friends and family, and making people smile. Nakira was starting nursing school in January and wanted to ring in the new year with her cousin in New Orleans. How sad is this? How sad. As you all know, I have a 19-year-old daughter, and I worry about her all the time going out. Nakira just wanted to have fun with her cousin. She wanted to see New Orleans, so they made the drive to ring in the new year in New Orleans. She was just having fun. But sadly, her life was taken due to a terrible attack. My heart is with her parents, family, and friends. I am praying for all of you. And just know that Nakira is looking down on all of you, and that she loves all of you and wants you all to remember the good memories, the good, happy memories that all of you shared with her. Another young man that sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was 25-year-old New York native Billy DeMario. Billy was born on August 6, 1999 to his parents, Tracy and Bill, in New York, then later moved to New Jersey. He had one brother and one sister. He had an unbreakable bond with his mother and was his dad's best friend. He loved helping others succeed and was extremely compassionate. He was a leader and captain of his lacrosse team. He loved going to the Jersey Shore. Billy brought love and happiness to everyone. He was dedicated to his job, always first in the office and the last to leave. He is a 2022 graduate from Chestnut Hill in Philadelphia, where he earned a master's degree. He was a New York-based account executive. He was in New Orleans to see friends who planned to go to the Sugar Bowl. Another young man who sadly lost his life at 25 years old, had his master's degree already, was climbing up the ladder, dedicated to work. He was a loving young man, and his parents loved him. I mean, his best friend was his dad. And that just makes me happy to know that he loves spending time with his parents, brothers and sisters. My heart goes out to Billy's parents, family, and friends, and I know that he is looking down on you, that he loves you, and that he wants y'all to remember the happy memories all of you shared together. Another young man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was from Marrero, Louisiana. 21-year-old Hubert Gothrow. He was a 2021 graduate of Archbishop Shaw High School. He was known as a bright and promising young man. He was on the Louisiana path working on oil servicing jobs. He loved spending time with friends and family. He was always looking out for others. He loved the Chicago White Sox. Everyone describes him as a sweet and loving person. On the night of New Year's Eve in the French Quarter, Hubert was celebrating life as he always did. He walked his friend back to their hotel, then returned to keep celebrating on Bourbon Street. He then texted his entire family, Happy New Year. But sadly, his life would end on January 1st, 2025. When I saw his picture all over the news, my heart was broken. He looked so sweet and so loving. He looked like a good young man. And from Louisiana, just having a good time. Sounded extremely sweet. He was just having fun, texted his whole family Happy New Year. My heart goes out to his parents, family, and friends. And I'm praying for all of you. And just know that Hubert is looking down on all of you and wants all of you to enjoy the memories you had with him. Another person who sadly lost their life on January 1st, 2025, was not only a loving and compassionate man, but a father as well. Yes, 37-year-old Reggie Hunter from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was a father of a 1-year-old and a 12-year-old. Reggie wished his family a Happy New Year. He had just finished his work shift as a warehouse manager when he decided to celebrate the holiday with his cousin. He and his cousin hit the city of New Orleans to celebrate the new year. People describe Reggie as a hardworking, loving, compassionate man and loved having fun. Reggie was a father, y'all. He was a father of 2 beautiful sons. His younger son was only a year old. Reggie was taken from us way too soon. He had his whole life ahead of him. And now his 2 sons go on with no father. How sad is that? How heartbreaking is that? My heart goes out to Reggie's parents, family, and friends, and especially his 2 little boys. I know that Reggie is looking down on all of you, and he wants all of you to remember the good times y'all had together and all the good memories y'all shared together. Another young lady who sadly lost her life on January 1st, 2025 was 28-year-old Nicole Perez from Metairie. She was a graduate of Grace King High School and the mother of a 4-year-old son named Melvin, whom she loved and adored more than anything. She was always happy and eager to learn. Nicole had just been promoted to manager at Kimmy's Deli in Metairie. Her friends say she was passionate about providing a better life for her and her son. When I was reading about Nicole, I saw that some of her friends say that she wanted to celebrate the new year. She wanted to have fun. She was always with her son, and that night she just wanted to go out and have fun and celebrate in New Orleans. But sadly, her life ended. And my heart goes out to her parents, her friends and family, and especially her 4-year-old son. Her son only got to have 4 years with his mother. How sad is that? How sad that a mother was taken from her son. She didn't have to go this way. Her son will always remember his mother, but will always be without a mother. I hope that her family and friends remember her. I'm praying for all of you. And just know that Nicole is looking down on you and wants you all to remember the good times and the great memories you all shared together. Another man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, not only had a great sense of humor, but was a father as well. Yes, 63-year-old Terry Kennedy. He loved to be called Terry by his family and friends. He was a native of New Orleans and loved the city. Terry was one of 9 siblings. He loved all corners of New Orleans. His sisters say that he had a great sense of humor and was loving and kind. He would do anything for anyone. Terry called his sister, wished her Happy New Year. She told him to be careful. He said, "You know me, I'm going to be all right." He was not only a brother, son, but a father as well. He loved the Steelers. Terry was 63 years old and was taken way too soon and had sons, brothers, sisters that loved him very much. And a native of New Orleans, he was probably used to celebrating in New Orleans every New Year's Eve, never thinking that his life would end on New Year's Day when he was just having a good time. My heart goes out to his family and friends, especially his brothers, sisters, and his sons. Just know that Terry is looking down on all of you and wants all of you to remember the good times and the memories you all shared together. Another young man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025 was 25-year-old Matthew Philip Tendori. Matthew was born October 6, 1999 to his parents Lou and Kathy. He had 2 brothers. Matthew attended Clearwood Junior High, where he played soccer and the saxophone. He is a graduate of Pearl River Central High School in Mississippi. He loved music, skateboarding, and his German Shepherd. His dream was to become a pilot someday. He worked as an audiovisual tech for the Superdome and Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. He had a huge smile and a big heart, and he had the ability to light up a room. Matthew wanted to become a pilot so very much. He wanted to fly airplanes, and who knows, he could have been the best pilot there ever was. But sadly, his dream is not going to come true. Sadly, his life was taken at only 25 years old. 25 years old. And he worked in New Orleans. He loved New Orleans. He was used to New Orleans. He was just celebrating and having fun like everyone else when his life was taken. Just know that my heart goes out to Matthew's parents, friends, and family. And know that I'm praying for all of you. And know that Matthew is looking down on all of you and wants you all to remember the happy times and good memories you all had together. Another young man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was not only from England, but he is linked to the royal family. 31-year-old Edward Pettifer was from England. His stepmother Tiggy was the nanny to Prince William and Prince Harry from 1993 to 1999. King Charles is deeply saddened by the death of Edward, and Prince William and Princess Kate are shocked and saddened. Their prayers go out to all the families that lost their life due to this horrific attack. I was so sad when I read this. When I saw Edward, he was smiling, he was happy in his picture. I don't know if he was visiting from England. I don't know if he was living in New Orleans, but sadly, he lost his life at only 31 years old. My heart goes out to his parents, friends, and family. And just know that my prayers are with all of you, and that Edward is looking down on you, and that he wants you all to remember the good times and the good memories y'all all shared together. Another young lady who sadly lost her life on January 1st, 2025, was not only loving, but a mother as well. 47-year-old New Orleans native Latasha Polk. She is known as a very hardworking nurse's assistant and loved her 14-year-old son more than anything. Everyone said the French Quarter was Latasha's favorite spot. She loved New Orleans and loved life and lived her life to the fullest. Latasha was celebrating New Year's when her life was sadly taken. All Latasha wanted to do was ring in the new year with her family. She wanted to be at her favorite spot in New Orleans and celebrate the new year with everyone. And she just loved her son. And when I saw pictures of her and her son, it broke my heart that someone, a monster, took the life of a mother. Her son only had 14 years with his mother, and that just breaks my heart. She had so much living to do, but sadly, she will no longer be with us. And a son lost his mother, which is devastating. My heart goes out to Latasha's friends and family, especially her son. And just know that I'm praying for you, and just know that Latasha is looking down on you and wants you all to remember the good times and good memories you all shared together. Another young man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was New Orleans native 43-year-old Brandon Taylor. Brandon was born on July 20th, 1981 to his parents, Mary and Joseph Taylor of New Orleans. Brandon was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. He loved his loving fiancée, Heather. He attended John Eric High School. Brandon loved the city of New Orleans more than anything. He loved everyone around him and was a loving person. His fiancée said Brandon loved her so much and her life has been altered forever. In reading about Brandon, he loved New Orleans and he knew his way around New Orleans and was celebrating with his fiancée when his life was cut short at only 43 years old. 43. He had his whole life ahead of him. My heart goes out to his parents, his fiancé, and his family and friends. I am praying for all of you. And just know that Brandon is looking down on all of you and wants you all to remember the good times and the good memories you all shared together. Another young man who sadly lost his life on January 1st, 2025, was 40-year-old Slidell native Elliot Wilkinson. Unfortunately, Elliot was living on the streets of New Orleans and was homeless at the time. Elliot had just been released from jail and was looking for housing, and he had been shown 2 potential units. He could have lived with his brother or other family members, but didn't want to burden anyone. He was very loving, sweet, and compassionate. He had a history of mental illness. Elliot broke my heart, y'all. Elliot's story really broke my heart. He has struggled for so long. And he was trying to get his life together. He wanted to do well in life. He had been shown 2 potential units. He was trying to get off the streets. He was living in New Orleans, but he was trying to do better. And when I heard his brother say that he could have lived with him, but he didn't want to burden anyone, that broke my heart. He didn't want to be a burden to anyone. He wanted to do life by himself. He wanted to make it on his own. But sadly, his life was taken at only 40 years old. And it's hard in New Orleans, y'all. When you go to New Orleans, you do see homeless people. When you go anywhere these days, you see homeless people. And it's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. But Elliot did not deserve to die this way. He lost his life way too soon. My heart goes out to Elliot's family and friends. I am praying for all of you, and I all want you to remember the good times you had with Elliot and the good memories you shared together. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, I want all of you to remember how precious life is and how life can be taken away in a flash like this. Life is so precious, and I want all of you to remember how precious it is. And as you all know, this past Saturday, just 3 days after the brutal attack, I visited the memorial where the attack took place, and it was extremely hard and extremely emotional. I'm still emotional now. And as I placed those flowers down to where this horrible attack took place, I said to myself, these were someone's children. Children were taken. Mothers and fathers were taken by a monster, by a person that didn't have to do this. All these people's lives were taken. And my heart goes out to all of the people missing them, all of the people that they touched. And as I was standing there at the crosses, looking at their pictures, thinking about what their lives were like, thinking about how many people were going to miss them, I just kept crying. I just kept looking at them crying, thinking, this could have been me. This could have been my children. We always go to New Orleans. We always celebrate. New Orleans is a fun, happy place. But anything can happen at any time. And I want all of you to hold your babies tight tonight. I want all of you to remember that life is a gift. And we all should cherish every minute of it. Because these 14 people passed away for no reason at all. And my heart breaks for them. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope that you like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope that you press the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings and always know that I am here for each and every one of you. My heart goes out to all the people that lost their life on January 1st, 2025. And my heart goes out to all the people that were injured in this horrific attack. I love all of you. I want to thank all of you for the love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I will see y'all next week with another video. Love you. Bye.